Firebase. Ordering. Okay, so for this tutorial, since we'll be working with images, right? You can see I've added the storage module here. This storage module, you can always add it by going to all products. You see storage, click on it. It will tell you get started, and it adds to services that your application can handle. The reason why we added storage is because we want to be able to upload images into our application, right? And for images to be uploaded into your application, you need somewhere to store the real image, right? Our database will be only responsible for installing the paths. But for storage, we can upload image files, name it, whatever it is, we can upload it and it goes straight into storage. So what have we been using Firebase to do? Firebase has provided us a simple authentication method. We can see we have authentication. Yeah. Firebase has provided us what? A database where we store all our user records. Whatever records we have, we've been able to use Firebase to store it. Now, lastly, Firebase is providing us a storage bucket where we can save real files into and be used in our application. Okay, for this storage to work, if you are not an authenticated user, you want everybody in your application to have access to your app. These are rules that the Firebase uses. So you can see it allows logged in users to upload, to read and write data into this storage database. So it's only people who are authenticated can upload records into the database. So in order to have an effect on this code, we can just change this like so that every other person can upload records into the database. Allow read writes, publish it. So now whether you are authenticated in the app, you are not authenticated in the app, we can upload record into the database. Do you guys understand this to this point? Okay. So this is Firebase. This is from the Google support system. Now let's dive into creating our app. Okay, I just selected the ordering app. This is the one we've been working on. We've done a lot of things to this application. Okay, let's just dive in. Those online, can someone just answer and say yes, you can hear me loud and clear? The new page. And me personally, I like to create my own design from scratch. It's so easy. Today class, we're doing what? Upload. So we're doing upload and code, right? We want a scenario where when we load our application, this is the page that just comes up, okay? So let's say, I'm going to change the page title to clean. Okay, now I want to change the initial page. I just change it to upload code, and that's all. So when I run my application, it just brings me straight to this page because this is the page you're working on. So today, what do we want to do? We want to let's create another database so that just to refresh your memory on how this database is being created. Remember, any database you created is being created in Firestore automatically. So now this will be upload users details. So we're calling our database upload profile. We're starting from scratch. What do we want to collect from our user? Probably their name, right? Oh, sorry, we need to set in the data type string. What else are we collecting? Email. What else are we collecting? Username. Right? Yeah, it should be same. That there's Let's collect password. So we're just jumbling on different records. Then let's collect the user photo. Okay. This should also be a string. Good. Good. Is there anything we should collect again? It's okay. Now let's head back to design. So today we're going to touch a little design. We'll see some design concepts of what we need to do here. As you can see, this page has already created a column for us. That means everything is in this column and it's full screen. Sorry guys, I'm taking a lot of time because I need to get the design fluid. I'm trying to make sure it looks a little bit cool, image. A bit CN, yeah. Then on our button, we just name it upload. Have any of you tried designing on Flutterflow before? In more than anything changing, or it's not been serious. So now in the second row, I'm going to put a column inside that row because I want to stack a form inside that row. So let's do like a text field now. Okay, to make it more fluid, I'm looking at my tree and I'm having an understanding of how I need to stack my work. Like I explained earlier, now we have everything inside a container. I was dabbling between how I want the design to look earlier. So I wanted to split the screen into two halves, design here. And I just looked at it's not going to be a very fluid design. So I decided to do a stack on top and a stack below. So trying to get the stack below, I added a column, and the column now we stack everything top to bottom. I added a row. This row now will handle the first layer, which is everything in this first layer, right? Now we have another row. This row is handling everything in the second layer, and this second layer has a column and has a text field. There's something we missed now. Each of these text fields is supposed to be inside of a row so that we can now manipulate it separately, right? Or even add border style etc on it. So sorry for delaying. We're delaying in this class, but that's why I hate this design stuff. We'll dedicate a class to do design. But let's just have a view of what the design looks like, okay? Then we'll write it into action. So back to what I'm supposed to do. I'm adding rows. So I'm going to add a row now. Then in this row, I'm going to put in the text field. Then directly from the tree, you can see that the row has a text field in it, right? I can now just easily duplicate this row inside the column. Is that beautiful? And change the name of each of the text field instead of all of them to have the same name. So the next one is what? Email. The next one is what? You guys have forgotten. Is it phone number? Username? Let's just check our collections. Upload profile, right? Password and photo. Yeah? It's working now. See? So congratulations. So for the photo, let's use what we have above to upload our photo. Right? Then below, let it display the photo we've uploaded, depending on how you want to view your design. Correct. So below now, instead of upload photo here, I'm going to delete this text box and add another image inside this last row. So let's say this row is going to show us the image you uploaded, right? Right? So what do we do now? We need a button back to actually do the upload. And just drop it below here.
You can see the water says it goodbye. Say it quite 3D. So was it used to me yesterday? I had the itch about it. And I had the one in the good.
Aha. Okay, in our design class, we should do scroll. We should touch on scrolling so that you see how to make an image scroll. How to make a page scroll. Please don't forget on our design class. Let's touch on scrolling also. Okay, guys. Now I think we have everything you need to do our saving, right? Okay, so the first step is that we want the user to be able to upload an image. So let's start with the upload button. This is pretty simple. Let's add an action. Add an action. What action are we going to add? You can see we have an upload action here, and we have upload or save media, upload, save file. Any of them works the same way.
Jimmy.
A Firebase error is supposed to come up after this, but we'll resolve it. How do we want to upload this image file? There are two ways to upload an image. You can upload it on your device, or you upload it to the database. So anyone you select, if you select locally to just upload on the device, it will send to the database. So now we want it to go to the database. We're selecting Firebase. What should open up? You know, sometimes you click on a camera to upload. It opens up your camera. So we'll upload your file, storage place, etc. Where should it upload to? What should open when you click on it? Either camera or gallery, anyone works for us. Take note of the name below here. Take note of the name below here. We should turn on the snack bar. This snack bar will help show if it's uploading and once it has uploaded successfully. Okay. I think these are the 3 actions for that upload button to make it work successfully. Okay, let's see. We've not gotten any error. That means our Firebase is good to go. So when we upload that image, if the image is uploaded, it should show us in this image place. Right? So we just head on to this image parts. This is what is showing on this image here. So now I want to set the image widget state, because that's a widget, right? To uploaded file URL. That's the URL we just uploaded. And that's that for them. Okay? Since we're not getting any Firebase error, yes. Firestore. We need to deploy our Firestore, which is not deployed. Let's deploy it. Back to our work and run our work. So probably let's see what I'm talking about. There's something to check while you want this to work on Firebase. You go to your settings, you go to Firebase, make sure you have your storage here and your work is deployed. Do you see that option? And if you read on the Firebase storage, you can see in order to ensure your users can upload photo files and more, follow the steps outlined to properly configure storage. Make sure storage is enabled in your Firebase application, which is what we are doing. Manage outside of Flutterflow. You can turn this on to manage uploads outside of this Flutterflow. So the uploads will be done automatically on the like that. It's up to you to decide, right? Okay. That being said, let's simply go and see if our work has been deployed. This actually takes a lot of time depending on your configuration of your system. I think when this is loading, we should go ahead with the next steps, right? Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead with the next step. The next thing we want to do is that we want to save all this whole record into the database. Once we upload the image, we want to get this information. Then once we click save, it should save into the database, right? You will save on that the authenticated. I'll show you because this is just a one pager. So if we have done an authentication now, it will save under the authenticated user. You can save it under it. I'll show you how to do that. Okay. So for this now, we just want to do a normal save. Okay. A normal save, we click on the save button. We know how to do this, guys. We add action to that button. What is the action that are we adding? Create under the Firestore, right? We select which of the database wants to create this record to. You select the fields that we want the records to save to. And then set that our forms are to it. Sorry. Suleiman, now? Okay. Okay. So we should wait for him. Okay then. We welcome do pick and go by do give them call. I am not know that. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. I don't know how that. So thank you. So as usual, you guys should be used to this process already. We're getting the details from the widgets that we want to save into the records. So save name. Same thing we do here with from find variable. We set it, widget states. This is very, very, very username. Password. So we can also do this from because we want to get the image, right? We can just get the image directly from the uploaded URL here, and that's it. And we can also get it from the image tab, but the uploaded URL is fine. So now the save button is working automatically. Okay. There's one more thing we need to look at, but we'll look at it after. Let's see if our work is running. So these are our work, right? Well, we want to upload an image. It says gallery. Remember, we selected both options, camera or gallery, because it couldn't detect my camera because I'm not using a phone. So it took me straight to gallery. So I'm going to upload an image. You can see the notification uploading. If we didn't notify it to Snackbar, you can see success uploaded. You can see the image as uploaded because the reader state has been set. So you either do it both way. You can use the same process, not just only image, upload files, whatever you want your customers to upload. The next thing we need to do is to save this record into the database. We just do our abracadabra feeding of fun. Also, you can also do this process during automation. Like I showed you, you just add more document in back. I'll be there for that you want to open and save. So click on save. Unfortunately, we didn't add a snack bar to tell us if this record is saved or not saved. So, but we can always confirm from our database. Let's see if that record has been added. Aha. Are we on there ordering? We can't even find the collection here, right? I'm not seeing the collection. The user profile collection.
V6.
That means it wasn't created automatically. Let's add the snack bar and see what the situation is. Let's go ahead and create it. But before we do that, let's add an additional action to what we have here. What action are we adding? Created and closed. I'm heading back to do an instance reload. So I'm going back here to add that database. Exactly spelled the same way that previous record was spelled. If not, we're going to have troubles. Okay? So start a new collection. What's the name of the collection? Upload profile. Is it correct? All lower cases, right? Next. So what do we have in the database? We have name. Let's impute a dummy content. We have what? Email. Impute a dummy content. We have what? Photo. We have what? Yeah. Just it's a string. We have what? Username. What else do we have? That's all? Password.
And sees and to
That's all?
he put of human self in those girls and fill with that. What he
Game email. Okay, now we will load our app.
oh
We'll upload our image. Choose from gallery.
I have some other beautiful images to upload.
Created. I would like to confirm if it's actually created. Can you see it's created here? Can you see the image part is showing already on Firebase, which has been saved inside our storage? This is it. Automatically created saved the file inside our storage. The two files we uploaded has been created inside our storage. So if we view them, we download them and view them, you will see the image.
Right?
So you see, everything is done almost automatically for you. You don't have to stress yourself.